Make sure you stay until the end because I'm going to reveal the biggest way to stop people pleasing. Hey bays, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I am Jay. Wouldn't it be cute to have this microphone right here? But unfortunately I didn't set it up, but my new quad M, y'all, is going to be with a microphone, kind of like a podcast thing going on, but I'm missing a piece, but by our next quad M episode we will have that. Anyway, we're going to do it the original way for today. So if you are new to my channel, quad M stands for Manifestation Motivational Monday Mornings, and it's kind of like my little motivational series for my channel. So tune in, okay? And in today's episode we are going to be talking about people pleasing. It's a new year, y'all, and listen, we want to be able to tell people like, I want this and not this. Like, do things for ourselves to make us happy, alright? So without further ado, let's just get into chat and get right into it. Now, if you are here, obviously you clicked on this video because you have a people pleasing problem and you want to learn how to just stop people pleasing. Majority of people say that people pleasing comes from our childhood and wanting, praise from our parents, but it comes from society. Think about it. A lot of people, and I want to say majority, maybe all of us, people please in some way. Now I know you're probably thinking, what, me? No, not me. I'm not a people pleaser. Like, I know how to tell people like, I don't want to do this, that, and the third, or go above and beyond for somebody. But like I said, a lot of people think that it stems from childhood, but it's also society. Now think about it like this, right? The whole thing with people pleasing is because you feel this emotional reward and you get some type of praise when you people please, right? Whether that's, let's say, when you were little and you did a good job and you pleased your parents and they rewarded you with like, oh my god, I'm so proud of you. And when you're at school, you get rewarded. All these things from when you're little, you get praise from people, and that releases like the chemicals in your brain for you to feel happy and all that other good stuff. So you naturally people please. Now as we get older, and in today's day and age, social media is also a form of people pleasing. Whether that's dressing a certain way, only uploading pictures on like those people that have like 5 pictures on Instagram because they have like, oh, these are my 5 professional pictures, so I want people to see that when I'm out and I'm doing good, and I upload these 5 pictures of when I'm my birthday or whatever the case may be. That's still a form of people pleasing. You do it for the people, literally. Whether that's having to go out your way to impress people, which is what a lot of people in this day and age do. I'm sorry to break it to you, that's a big form of people pleasing. I gotta have the flyest outfit on because why? Whether you think about it or not. I know a lot of people think, oh no, I do this for me and I want to look good for me, but some people, not all, alright, so don't tussle with me. I'm not saying you directly, but just think about it. A lot of that sometimes is people pleasing. Some of us just tend to have it worse than others. Even myself, which is why a lot of my Quad M episodes, I do it for you guys to hear the message, but it's also for me. So I'm gonna have to call a group of people to the front real quick. My Libras, come to the front. Come to the front. I am somebody who's not really big on like, those people that have like, they say that every aspect of like a zodiac sign, and they just be like, oh, you do this because you're a Scorpio, oh, you do this because you were Aries, oh, you do this, that, and the third. Like, everything doesn't apply to every person. I feel like, first of all, you have your big 3, right? Your environment where you grow up, that plays a role in your personality too. It's not just your zodiac sign. However, when it comes to people pleasing, that is a big that people pleasing, being undecisive, so you pick 2, and being flirtatious without trying, I feel like those are big Libra traits. I see a lot of other ones, but those are really big, or maybe those are just the ones that I have, so that's why I say that. But people pleasing is a big Libra issue, whether that's wanting to be accepted by society, wanting to be accepted by a group of friends, or just wanting to show people that you're this ride or die person. All people pleasing. Now, before I even knew I was a people pleaser, y'all, I thought that I was just being like this, like I said, ride or die. I always had this ride or die mindset, like, yeah, I'm gonna ride for you. You feel me? I'm gonna walk across borders for you, whether that's friend, family, or relationships. Like, I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna ride for you. It wasn't until I started to get older, and what made me see that I thought I was just being a good friend, or whatever the case may be, or whatever relationship. I thought I was being just a good person in that friendship, relationship, whatever. It wasn't until I got older And I realized I'm a people pleaser because the energy was not reciprocated. The energy was not given back to me. I noticed that I would go pond yonders for people and walk across waters, okay, go across borders literally for people, and then like it will be a situation where I expect that person to be there for me in some type of way, and I wouldn't get that same energy back, or you know. And instead of saying something, because I'm not a person that's gonna be like, oh, I did this for you and that for you. Is that I keep mental notes, but I'm not going to say that to you. And before you might be like, oh, you keep notes on what you do. It's not like, I mean, you just remember. It just happens naturally. It's not like you're literally writing down everything you do for it. It just naturally happens. Like, okay, like, you know, I'm there for you. Like in your head, like if somebody is not there for you the way you were there for them, automatically all those thoughts of whatever you did for them is just gonna come back. So instead of saying anything, y'all, I just charged it to the game, and that's when I knew to just start putting my foot down. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being like, no, like if this person is able to tell me that they don't want to do something, or just not even be there for me in a way that I thought that they would be there for me, then I'm gonna start doing the same. And that's another thing about the Libras. You know that we are the scale, okay? We are the only zodiac sign without a heart. Remember that. And when it comes to keeping balance and mirroring and showing people themselves, we are so good for that. Like we gotta keep it even. Now people are like, oh, I'm gonna be the bigger person. No, we gotta keep it even. And this is still something that I'm dealing with, but not in the way that I was dealing with it before. Like, I know how to put my foot down, okay? And I know a lot of you probably like, okay, well, how did you get over that, and how did you get through that? Because I'm struggling with that now. Relax, I got you. Make sure you stay until the end, because I'm going to reveal the biggest way to stop people pleasing. This is the number one thing you can do to stop people pleasing. Number one, put yourself first. Make yourself a priority, and what you like as a priority. Remember, self-validation over external validation. And I know this is hard for some people because society likes to tell us that we're being selfish. Exactly. Yes, sharing is not always caring, whether that's your time, mostly your time, because now that we're older, people pleasing is mostly with our time, whatever, money. Sharing is not always caring. All right, sometimes you can share so much, and where's the care and love for yourself? You need to put yourself as a priority in what you want and what you like. A perfect example of this for me, so if you are new here, then you don't know, but I am a pink fanatic. I've been a pink fanatic my whole life. I'm one of those girls. No, it doesn't have nothing to do with the way I look or the fact that I'm a bar. This is just something that I've been my whole life, okay? I've always been a pink fanatic. Everything had to be pink for me from head to toe, whether that's my wardrobe and my accessories. And now, as you can see, when it comes to my accessories, or even sometimes my wardrobe, but not really, but when it comes to my accessories, yes, I am still that way. And you know, even with my microphone in the beginning, you've seen that I just gotta have pink on. Now, around the time when a lot of people started to discover Nikki, I just didn't like the fact that they would be like, oh, like that's, you know, that's who you. They would mention her a lot, even people that already knew that I was wearing pink a lot. And I loved it. That's just always who I've been ever since a kid. Like, anybody can tell you that about me, right? But I had this feeling in me that I didn't want people to think, like, I don't want people to think that. Mind you, I was young, y'all. I was a kid. I don't even know why I cared so much. But then, like I said, I was a kid, right? So I was a kid, but I'm like, oh my God, I don't want people to think I'm trying to be like that lady, or like, you know, they keep telling me like, oh, because you know, at the time it was like all the Pink Friday was coming out, everybody had that pink in the back of their head, so pink was the thing. And I was like, I don't want people to keep thinking like, you know, like I'm getting this from somebody else, or I want people to see me as an individual. So I stopped with the all pink everything. Now, that wasn't for me. Why? Because as you can see, now that I'm older and I stopped people pleasing, I'm right back on it. I don't care what people have to say about me. And that's going to take us into our next step to stop people pleasing. I don't care. People are going to have their opinion on you. It doesn't matter. So I had stopped doing the all pink everything. And that's a form of people pleasing, because did I do it for myself? No, I did it for other people. And I remember people used to tell me too, like, oh, I like when you don't wear all pink. Like, you should just do it like this. I like when you know. And I used to take it as a compliment, like, oh yeah, you know, people are feeling it. They like it. But did I like it? Do I like it? Was I putting myself as a priority? No, I wasn't. I didn't put myself as a priority. I put people's external validation over my self-validation. So that's the first thing. You cannot even stop people pleasing without doing that first. You need to put yourself as a priority. Do I really feel like doing this? Is this gonna make me happy? That's the number one question you need to ask yourself. Is this gonna make me happy? How is me doing this going to make me feel? Forget about everybody else. Again, self-validation. How is this going to make me feel? Is this going to make me happy? Is it going to make me sad? Is it going to make me tired? Do I even feel like doing this? If not, then just simply don't do it. Now, with that being said, that's going to take us into our next step to stop people pleasing. Y'all know that song that's like, how you feel is not my problem, or not my problem. That's just not. It's literally not your problem. How people feel about you is not your problem. People's opinion about you is not your problem. And this is probably the hardest hump to get over when it comes to people pleasing. Because a lot of us people pleasers tend to have anxiety, and it's like, oh, I don't want that person to be mad at me, or I don't want this person to look at me like, you know, some type of way. Like, I don't want them to be mad at me. I don't want them to think that I'm not like a ride or die person. I don't really want to, but that's the people pleaser. Oh my God, I don't want them to be mad at me. I don't want them to think that I'm not going to be there for them. I don't want them to think that I'm going against them. So what? How people feel about you and their opinions is not your problem. And then when you stop people pleasing, let me tell you something. You cannot be comfortable and excel. It's not gonna happen. You need to remove that comfort. You need to step out of that comfort zone. So when you first start people pleasing, it is gonna feel weird. It is gonna kind of break your heart a little bit, because again, you're getting rid of that old self and you're stepping into your new self, and your ego wants to keep you in these boundaries of being your old self and staying in your comfort zone. Like, no, just say yeah, you know, just say yeah, and it's gonna feel better to say yes. You're gonna feel bad about people pleasing, but it's gonna feel better to say yes, because again, that your ego wants you to stay in this box that it has created for you because it's your comfort zone. So when you stop people pleasing, you're not going to be comfortable. It's not going to feel comfortable at all. Okay, if somebody makes plans for something and you be like, I think I'm gonna stay in tonight, and they have a like, oh my God, like, you really gonna stay? Like, you're not gonna come? Wow, that's crazy. It's gonna feel uncomfortable, because in the back of your mind you might feel like, oh my gosh, like, I'm not, I don't want them to think that I'm a bad friend because I'm not gonna go. Or somebody asks you for some money, somebody that's constantly doing it, and then that one time you're like, I don't really have it right now, but I'm just gonna send them what I got. Because instead of just being like, hey, I don't really have it right now, like, you don't got it, like, wow, that's wow, all right, it's gonna hurt, but they will get over it. Or if then they feel like, oh, you being cheap. If your friends feel like, oh, you're being a party pooper. Again, how people feel is not your problem. That's something that you're gonna have to, that's a big hump to get over. That's the main reason we people please, is so that we can have this external validation from people and make them happy, because it just makes us happy to see other people happy. But is it really making us happy? No, it's not. You don't want to do something, then why are you doing it? Again, how you feel is not my problem. Especially if you deal with people who are not people pleasers and you're people pleaser. Oh my gosh, like, that charging it to the game and realizing that people weren't gonna be there for me the same as I was there for them. Now that hurt more than telling them, you know, like, hey, I don't think I want to do this. Realizing like, wow, okay. But again, see, that was my opinion about them. So if somebody didn't want to do something for me and I was taken back by it, like, wow, all right, that's, well, okay. But my opinion wasn't their problem. Did they still stand on ground about what they said, what the decision was with that situation? Yeah, they did. It's not the end of the world. My opinion still didn't matter to them. So why should other people's opinions matter to you? Especially if you're not doing nobody wrong. It should not matter. It doesn't matter. Not even should matter. It does not matter. How people feel does not matter, especially when you're putting yourself as a priority. Next step, set boundaries and stop going against your law. What I mean by your law is literally your boundaries. Things that you set in place that you were like, I'm going to do this and not this. If you haven't already grabbed a pen and paper, this is the part where you do so. Okay? Because if you don't know, if your head is all jumbled up, and you have anxiety along with your people pleasing, this is the time when you grab a pen and paper and you journal. Well, you don't have to call it journaling. You could just call it writing it down, jotting it down, whatever. Make a list of things that you are comfortable with and that again will please you and please your self-validation, and then things that you're not comfortable with and you don't want to do, and it's going over your boundaries. Those things will be your law, okay? That is your commandments. Do not go against your law for anything, especially if you're not hurting anyone. You do not go against your law for no one. Again, it might be uncomfortable at first. Over time, that old self, that ego will crumble and eventually unalive itself. And then you're not going to have a problem with setting your boundaries or telling people that you're not comfortable with something. Next step. This is what probably bugs me the most, and I'm getting better at doing it myself, but this is probably what bugs me the most. And we all do it, okay? Even if you think that you're not a people pleaser, we all do this next step right here. It comes out of our mouth. It comes out of our mouth. The next step is to stop saying sorry. Stop saying sorry. Now, when I said that we all do it, this is what we do, right? So let's say we have an opinion on something, right? We have our mindset, we have our opinion, we have our boundaries, we have our law. And what is the first thing that we say when we feel like it's going to disagree with the majority of people, or people might disagree? I'm going to give you 2 seconds to drop it down in the comments. It's something that we say right before we give our opinion. What do we say? I'm sorry, but like, I'm sorry, but I did not like her dress. I'm sorry, but I'm just not doing that. I'm sorry, but I feel like everybody else is wrong and they shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry, but why are you saying sorry? Why do we do that? Who made that up? Whoever started that, we gotta find them so we can lock them under the jail forever. Why? And I'm gonna say we, because it's just lingo, like it's what we do. But again, our words hold power, right? Why are we saying sorry before we give our opinion on something? Again, your opinion, whether it matters or not, is still your law, right? Or not even, I wouldn't say opinion, but what you think is right, it's your law. So why are we saying sorry? I'm sorry, but I'm just not gonna do that. If you're not going to do something, you don't need to be sorry about it. I'm sorry, but I'm just not that into you. Why are you sorry? You don't got to be into him. Who's he? He's a man. He could take it. I'm not that into you. I'm sorry, but like, I don't like it. Why are you sorry? She messed up on your nail. She needs to fix it. Why are you sorry? I don't like it. I'm sorry, but I'm really uncomfortable with that situation. I'm uncomfortable with that situation. Point blank, period. Stop saying sorry. Remove that from your vocabulary. Even when let's say you're in the wrong, instead of saying sorry, just practice being like, I apologize. My apologies. I apologize. Because it's going to help with removing, that I'm sorry, but when you give your opinion on something. No. What you said is what you said. That's it. We don't have to put I'm sorry in front of it, because when we do that, again, that is you don't even know that, right? That is a form of people pleasing, because you feel like the opinion that I'm about to give, or what I feel like right now, is going to go against how you feel, and it's going to make you upset. So before that, I'm going to say I'm sorry, but I'm about to go against what you might think is right. No, drop that out of your vocabulary. For 2025, no more I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. We dropping that out of our vocabulary as much as we can. Now, here is the number one thing to people pleasing. It is the hardest thing. I know you guys like, all right, what's the number one thing? It is the hardest thing, but it's a thing that people need to hear. And it's so easy. It's not easy, like I said, you're going to feel that, but it's easy to say, it's easy to come out of your mouth. And I think since I said that, y'all know what it is now. What is it? What's the number one thing to stop people pleasing? And to set boundaries. The number one thing over everything that we just said, to stop saying sorry, to put self-validation over external validation, to put your priorities, to set your boundaries, to create your own law for yourself, right? To understand that people's opinions are not your problem. What is the number one word? Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
That's mine.
That's it. You know what I mean? That's like, no. 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 No, 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 no.
Oh, no. 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 No, 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 no.
And I avoided saying that word in this video just so I could reach the end of this video. No. 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 Practice saying it. You people pleaser that's watching this right now, practice saying that. No. No, I don't want to go. No, I don't want to do that. No, I'm uncomfortable with that. You can even replace no with the I'm sorry. No, I'm not interested in you. No, I don't like it. No, I don't have money to lend you. No. No, no, no. If we need to give this word no more, we need to give it more time in our lives, okay? Because again, society has taught us that saying no is like being selfish. There's nothing wrong with being selfish. Again, being selfish is just putting your priorities first. That's literally self-validation. No, I don't want to stop wearing pink because of what people might think about me. No, I don't want to stop being girly because I'm getting older. No, 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 no. No, I don't want to change the way I do things. I like the way I do things. Oh my God, it was an interview with this lady and she's like, I like the way I do it. I like the pace that I do it. Who is it again? If I find, I'm going to insert it in here.
I know who I am. I love who I am. I like what I do. And I like how I do it. And I like my mistakes. And I like the way I learn. And I like the pace with which I learn my mistakes. I don't want to be anybody else but me. And by knowing this, I want to continue figuring out who the I am. That's it.
No. It's so easy to roll off the tongue. It's a 2-letter word. It's 1 syllable. But why does it seem like it's so hard for us to say this word? But I know you're probably like, that's number one thing. That is number one thing. But guess what? If you practice those steps of setting your boundaries, understanding that people's opinions of you do not matter, stop saying sorry, making yourself a priority, and also understanding where does your people-pleasing tendencies come from. No is going to naturally fall off the tongue, baby. Promise you that. That's another big thing. Understanding, and it should have been in the beginning of the video, but it's okay because if you hear it and you a true rider, and I mean that you get more gems, you feel me? So understanding where does my people-pleasing tendencies come from. It's very good to meditate. Listen, meditation, you do not have to be, sitting in a certain position, and you could just sit in silence with yourself sometimes. Our brains are always on the go, okay, and we want those slow down brain waves so that we can really focus and clear our minds and reprogram our subconscious mind for ourselves. So we want to get our brain to the state of, I'm going to put it up here because I always forget the name, but that's where we deem ourselves, right? And when you sit in silence and you're in a state of relaxation, that's where your brain is. So you need to understand, like, where's my people pleasing tendencies come from? And oftentimes, if you can't find it, if you feel like no, it doesn't stem from my childhood, it could literally just be society. Like, we're in a day of social media where we feel like we have to like, sometimes I even wonder, like, would my style really be my style if I wasn't like from New York or something? You get what I'm saying? Like, even though I do have my own style, and the older I get, the more I'm realizing to just embrace it. Because again, in my like younger teen days, like, I felt like, well, I have to wear this because this is what everybody else is wearing, and I'm gonna be, accepted if I wear it. People pleasing, external validation. Well, I have to post that I'm here because people are gonna love the fact and they're gonna give me praise that I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to wear this and I have to act like that because people are gonna accept me. People pleasing. Yeah. So if you can't find it, oftentimes it just comes from society, and that's okay. Society often programs us and show us these advertisements and show us what we should look like and show us what we gotta have in order to be that girl. Let me tell you something. There is nothing in this world that you need to be that girl. If you need something external to be that girl, to be the it girl, you're not the it girl, baby. Like, you really not her. If you can't have luxury bags and then also throw on a $5 bag because I am the bag, then you're not her. You care about, oh, let me not walk in the spot with this little cute bag that I just found from Forever 21 because I don't care because it's cute. let me not throw that on, because I don't want the girls to be like, oh my god, look at her cheat back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't go out like that. Like, but that's mad embarrassing when that you're not that girl. You're not that girl. You're not. If you need, you have to, let me tell you something. There is nothing in your reality that does not start within. There's no way you can feel like that girl because you have these material things. You need to already embody that spirit of being that girl. All of these things are just a physical manifestation of what's happening inside of you. Being that girl, being the it girl, it's something that you have to embody first. It's not, oh, when I get my Chanel bag and I get my body done and stuff, that's not gonna be that girl. No, you gotta be that girl before, with or without it. And then being that girl is just gonna happen naturally. You can't be like, oh my god, like, I like them shoes, but I'm not gonna buy them because what brand is that? Like, is that even a name? Like, no, like, I can't be caught up in that. What? I'm her. I like something, I'm gonna buy it up. Can't tell me nothing. Like, yeah, really that girl. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Yes, but seriously, self-validation. I like something, I'm gonna wear it. Y'all, it was this little, I'm gonna upload the picture soon, but it was this little teddy bear bag, and I can't remember where it's from. Mind you, I looked at like the Givenchy one, and I was gonna get it, but it wasn't even as cute as, I think I got it from Fashion Nova. Did I buy it in H&M or something? I don't know. It's a little teddy bear bag, but I just wear it as an accessory. I bought it because I liked it. Self-validation. Me, I liked it. Your opinion does not matter to me. Remember that, okay? So I don't want this video to be extra long, so just practice those steps, y'all. And Quad Emmons is going to be uploaded every Monday, I promise. That is one of my New Year's resolutions. Okay, so that is it for this video, guys. Like I always say, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so that you get notified every single time that I upload. Also, make sure you guys go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Jaiye.Pierre and on TikTok at Jaiye.Pierre_. If for some reason you don't have TikTok or Instagram, I'm going to leave a list right here on the screen of every single social media platform that I have. Make sure you guys go ahead and follow me each one that you have, and I will check you guys in my next video, okay? Love you, babes. Bye.